The big question right now for Chinese internet companies is who gets what slice of the pie, and I'm talking about the stimulus. In my previous interviews with Brandon Ahan from CraneShares, we've discussed that somehow China will actually stimulate its economy because of the lockdowns, because there needs more consumption. On the demand side, it seems like the factory output manufacturing is still doing quite well, but because of the lockdowns, of course, the consumer demand is lacking a bit. Therefore, the thing to look at is right now who is getting stimulus in what way, and we have some first examples. Yesterday, the e-commerce platform JD.com was up about 8% on the day, and I think one significant news to that could be also in the area of stimulus that Shenzhen has decided to distribute 500 million RMB in consumption vouchers via platforms such as Meituan and JD.com. So they're using those e-commerce platforms in order to distribute discounts and vouchers to the consumers in general, for example through shopping vouchers, through dining vouchers, and tourism and sport vouchers, all delivered as so-called Hongbaos or red packets through those kind of platforms. And this is something very interesting because that is going actually in a direction how the West has stimulated its economy as well during the lockdowns. And so far China hasn't taken such kind of measures, and so I think this is what investors are really watching. And here's another example just in today. Guangdong introduces new measures to encourage consumption in the area of EVs. And this should benefit Xpeng because Xpeng is very prominent in this area. And in this case, we are talking about subsidies of 10,000 yuan or around $1,500 per vehicle if they scrap their old cars and purchase a new vehicle. So once again, a demand side policy in the area of sustainable energy or EVs in particular. So this should also benefit the whole sector, maybe Xpeng a little bit more than the others. But generally, another sign that we see such kind of demand stimulus currently seems a bit regional in the area of Guangdong and Shenzhen. So because they just came out of the lockdown, maybe something similar will happen in Shanghai as well, as soon as they finish hopefully the COVID lockdowns as well. Then here is some breaking news by the People's Bank of China, who has now announced that they give a reloan for scientific and technological innovation of 200 billion yuan and at an interest rate of 1.75%. So that is pretty much below the market rate. So this is very good for every company that wants to take out a loan in order to invest into R&D and technological innovation. And this will be a broader support policy here by the People's Bank of China. So first, we had to dial back a little bit about our expectations towards stimulus in the Chinese economy. There was only the reserve rate cut for the banks, but so far not a real dial down in the rates, for example. But now we see those little policies pop up, and so it is very important to look at which sectors they come in and to what extent. And certainly the more it helps really on the demand side, the better it should also be for these tech companies, because of course they depend on a healthy consumer. And there we had some worrying data in contrast to the industry output, which so far seemed still to be good. For at least Q1 numbers in the GDP of China haven't been as bad, but might actually turn more negative during Q2. So anyways, just some examples to watch and what is driving the market right now. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.